Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 Insomnia Edition. If you missed it in about just about the halfway mark of last episode, we were negotiating with the hag to get the worm removed from our head. And we gave her one of her eyes, then she discovered that the worm was more powerful than she was prepared to deal with. But in retaliation, she gave us a bone charm that, when broken, gave us all of the conditions of the... what spell is it? I can't remember, but we now have advantage on all of our checks until further notice. Unfortunately, though, we can't crit anything, and we have disadvantage on our perception checks. But, you know, everything's going great otherwise, so it's time for us now to go and get our revenge on the hag. Let me just check. In here. So, we currently have 17 charisma. If we could equip Volo's eye, but we can't, it would give us +1 intelligence and -1 charisma or something, but apparently Volo might have to do that specifically themselves. Not entirely sure. If you attack the hag until she's almost dead, she can drop a piece of her scalp that you can then consume to get some stats back as well, but I don't suspect we will be conducting the fight in that manner coming up. There's an autosave. Now, Zara here has also consumed a potion of poison resistance. Resistance to poison damage can no longer be poisoned until long rest. So this noxious fume cloud here does 3d4 poison damage per turn. So we don't really want to be suffering from that if it can be helped. Let's get the rest of the party over here.
One true way.
The others join along. Now, we're going to want to probably disarm these ruptured stones to get down safely, but they've made it more difficult in the last patch, if I recall, during my journey through here as a paladin. So, can we get everybody to back up over here a bit?
No one back home will ever believe this.
And then let's grab Shadowheart
There's work to do.
as well as Zara.
Never a dull moment.
Shadowheart,
I wonder what the next
if
move
we
is.
go into turn-based mode, burns all of that poison. Now this does 1d4 fire damage per turn, which is its own problem, because if we come out of turn-based mode for a second, 3 turn, 2 turn, 1 turn, as soon as the fire is out, the poison is back, which is not ideal for trying to get through this place, unfortunately. Because we're going to have to get through here one way or another.
What to do?
Let's just see then. If we go into turn-based, while we have resistance to poison, let's just see how this goes.
Trap.
We see the trap. We have Cat's Grace for advantage on our dexterity check here. Thank you, advantage, for saving me from the nat 1. So that is disarmed. We can also disarm this, since we managed to see it. Okay, so that poison did us no harm, which is great.
Assume nothing. Repositioning.
Now,
Shouldn't have wished to live in
Zara
Rochester times.
does not have advantage. I guess, hold on. Al's wisdom gives advantage on wisdom checks. Don't crash, thank you. Can we see our perception check? So it's a skill check of 12 minus 1 wisdom modifier is 11. So currently, we have disadvantage on perception checks thanks to paid the price, but we have advantage on wisdom checks thanks to Owl's wisdom, which cancels itself out, and we actually just have standard perception checks, which is pretty good. I can handle that.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
I missed a trap, evidently. What is that aura around us now? Got so many statuses going on. Slow. Movement speed slowed. We've recovered from it. Good. Okay.
I don't need any attention.
Let's inch forwards then.
Never wanted the easy path.
And can we see the stones that are causing this? We can. It's just there. Take me around that.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
That is a lot of traps. But with our advantage and our smuggler's ring and our expertise, we should have a grand time getting through all this. Because basically we'd have to roll double nat 1s to fail a check here. So this is going just swimmingly. I'm going to jump to like there. We take 1 damage, but we miss our perception check on seeing other traps here. Let's jump down to like there. We take another 1 damage. We miss another perception check. But as long as the poison has been dealt with, if we put Shadowheart at the top of this section of the party, she should be able to see any traps that we've missed with her high cleric wisdom. As everybody else slowly filters on down. Now, we could also take our friend here and try and trigger any traps, but we are flying, so it might not actually work out. I don't know if we have hovering as a status, like a thing. Resistant to physical damage, immune to poison. Interesting. I had no idea. Dark vision, super dark vision, attack of opportunity. But it doesn't say flying all the time. But it's also not allowing me to trigger any traps that are on the ground here that we've missed. So that will be what it is. Shadowheart then.
My faith will guide me.
I will hop down to here. We miss perception checks. We take 4 psychic damage and are slow. We recover from the slow. Alright, there'll be another trap at the bottom of here, but... Oh,
Looks like a trap there.
good.
No one back home
Nice
will ever believe
catch.
this.
Disarm that for us. Good. Get rid of that. Thank you. Then I think we can get Will and Lae'zel down here in reasonable safety. Then we're going to want to make sure we heal up a tiny bit ahead of
the pride of the gate.
Fighting the hag in a moment.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
So, what supplies do we need? Obviously just healing potions for the most part. It's actually only Shadowheart
To waste.
that is so hurt that it's worthwhile, I think. Okay. Zara's animation is having some troubles. Let's just send Zara through to deal with this last bit of poison here.
Got a long road ahead.
Where's the stones? There. Let's go a windy route around to that. Try and avoid other traps. Good. Get rid of the last of that poison. Yeah, her idle animation is a bit broken. But that's fine. Right then.
What path lies before me?
Everyone stealthing, please. There is Marina. The hag is hidden. We are all currently equipped with void bulbs. That's going to be important because I would rather do this fast than do this well. And somebody else, please make a perception check. Please. Nope. Oh, goody. Setting the trap off summons her.
Interfere in my business, and now have the gall to face me in the heart of my lair. You petulant bollocks! I'll rip your spine out your asshole.
Kinky.
I'll use your blood to spice my stew. I'll keep you alive until I've sucked the marrow from your bones. And then I'll bring you back and do it all over again.
Just get out of here, please.
Right. We are not surprised. That is great. Everyone else is still stealthed. That's also great. So we're going to go straight in for the big plan here. We're not going to fool around. I'm going to throw this right... Let's see, right there. Bye. Right, that deals with our hag problem.
Let's move.
Didn't even set this on fire, which is what normally happens first. Everyone else can stop stealthing.
Quiet. Move with care.
Now, obviously, we don't get any loot that was on her body. We get these bombs, which is something. Yeah, I'm working on it. But to be alive is worth more to me than whatever loot she has on her corpse.
Seems
Hello.
Like a good moment to talk.
You bastard! You ruined it! You ruined everything!
Ruined or made better? I was trying to help.
But making everything worse? Ethel was going to bring my husband back. Back from the dead. And now I'll never see him again. Because of you!
Hags don't work for free.
This. Just a bit longer and my child would have been born. And all this would have been over.
You were going to give your baby for your dead husband.
Don't judge me. I have nothing. My baby would have been raised in rags. Auntie Ethel promised to give this child a good life. Teach them magic even. More than I could have done.
Is that what she told you?
She said I'd make a bad mother. I think she was right. Now I'll have to drag Connor's coffin all the way home. It's the only way this child will ever meet their father. I hope you're happy.
I mean, I'm not dead, so pretty happy. She's just going to disappear off into the ether of loading zones.
Don't mind if I do.
I'm going to take this shiny stone. And we're going to check out what they had hiding in the back. The Ever-Seeing Eye. Potion of Speed. Bitter Divorce Wand. Update to save Marina. Heavy Chest. Bunch of jewelry. Mine now. Wicker Chest. Bunch of scrolls. Nope. Heal Strength. Potion of Healing. Giant potion thing. Right. These all do weird things. But rather than just lugging them around and never using them, I'm just going to leave them be. But one day I'm sure they will have a use. Staff of Crones we can sell. And then back here we can take the mushroom circle.
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
Back out to the beach. Here we fade Marina. Hey, find.
Gods, didn't hear you coming. I know I should head home, but I can't bring myself to leave. The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again.
Stand with her in silence.
We were just kids when we met. I might have pushed him off a swing I wanted. He got right up and pushed me back. I was so surprised that I just laughed. He did too. We've barely spent a day apart since.
You all right?
Not even a little bit. But I will be.
You can just stay here.
No! He deserves a proper burial. He deserves some rest. And he won't get that here.
Alright, I'm gonna leave her to mourn.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you back.
I'm not gonna screw around with the wand of dead things. I'll use that down the line if I really need another compatriot to help me. This door we unlocked earlier with the key that we found. Handy to have. And then avoiding the balcony. We get back to the front doors and we can be on our way. So that was about as smooth through there as I could possibly imagine. Is the guy who actually, shall we drink from the well now? It might be worth 10 extra HP to us. Let's do it with just Lae'zel to start.
This will be done.
A fetid smell assaults your nostrils. Dead flesh lies below. A great deal of it.
Drink from the well.
The warm rush of power flows through you. You feel stronger, faster, better.
So, refreshed. Hit point maximum increased by 10 until next long rest. We're never going to long rest, so let's take that with everybody.
A fetid smell assaults your nostrils. The warm rush of power flows.
Lae'zel approves, which is an interesting one.
I'm ready.
A fetid smell assaults the warm.
Now, we should do this with the people that are at camp as well.
A hero at heart.
But
A fetid smell.
they're not here,
assaults you.
so we'll deal with it. But now we all have 10 more HP than we did before, and because the hag is dead, I don't think we're going to have to worry about her.
Have to keep going.
It would be interesting if you managed to shove her off of the edge, if instead of being dead, she appeared later on having saved herself with Featherfall or similar. That would be really interesting. Let's go have words with this guy, now that the hag has been dealt with, see if he changes his tune.
Go ahead. The lady of the house awaits.
No, there is no extra conversation to be had there. Lae'zel, come hang with the group, please. Thank you.
Blood? No, never mind.
Right, down to the south, There is another fight to be had with a bunch of elementally wooden things. However, that fight gains you knowledge in overturning Karga, who was already dead. So I'm not sure that fight is terribly worth having to us. We're still a long ways away from level 5. But on our way out, I think it's just about time to head to the goblin camp. So with that in mind, we have some decisions to make. There's something over here. There is.
Something over there.
Cash and pig parts. Lovely. So now we have to decide how we're going to deal with the goblin camp. Who do we want to take?
Drow? What do they... Hello?
What? What are you talking about, Will? What is Will talking about? However, wait. Oh. Will wants words. Okay.
Hello? Hello?
What were you doing just now?
Oh, that. Just preparing my war cry. I'm coming as fast as I can.
That sounds like me in the bedroom.
Songbirds could peep war cries more chilling than yours.
Needs a bit of work, I reckon. Come on. It's time we paid Spike a visit.
Is he having words with a patron or something? I want to investigate that backpack though, so probably going to just take the long route up past the building where we met the ogres. We still have Lump's Warhorn if we really need it, but I don't remember if there's much over in this backpack, and I'm intrigued, so I will take the tiny detour. And then, where is it? There's the bridge into the goblin camp proper.
Let's have a look.
I mean, I will absolutely take a healing potion. Volo's book. Now, we definitely want to rescue Volo. How are we getting down from here? Just do that and the game will figure it out. If we can get Volo back to camp so that he might be able to affix us with a new eyeball, that would be great. We might have to pocket the eye we stole from him back. We can probably manage that if we have to. But the thing that we need to decide now is, are we going to spend one of our precious spell slots on Disguise Self to make one of us look like a drow so that we might lie our way in by telling them that we are drow instead of having to fight our way through? Because I'm going to guess, if we go into the party inventory, sort by type, I don't think we have a scroll of Disguise Self, do we? I don't see one here. I don't know why this breaks up with all of the gaps. But I don't see a scroll of Disguise Self amongst all of those. So it would probably fall upon Shadowheart to cast Disguise Self, magically change all aspects of your appearance as a first level spell as an action. It would stay that way until we dismiss it, so we could be a drow basically here on after, but that is probably what we will do to avoid some of the fights going in, and then we can kind of negotiate our way through the rest of the troubles ahead. So we need to select Disguise Self for Shadowheart, and then we need to find what we're going to be amongst all these symbols. Fem Drow will probably do, right? Could be Mask Drow or Fem Drow, but Fem Drow should be fine. So there is our second spell slot gone. But now, it's a shame we couldn't do it with Zara, but I think if we walk in with Shadowheart, and then Zara can just kind of do the talking once we're past the gates. If Will isn't going to give us trouble for being Will as we enter, but I don't know how that'll go. A slither of XP for our travels. Alright, first crash in a while, but we are back at the bridge. I've got Shadowheart as a drow, and I went to the fountain and got everything back. Fortunately, it quick saved after the fight with the hag, so that was good. Let's roll on in then. See how this conversation goes this time. We get like 15 XP. Then quick save. Please don't crash again. Love it.
Goblins ahead.
Couldn't guard his nose from
We'll
his
need a cover.
fingers. Shove over, Claw. Drow coming through.
Well, that was easy. Alright. So now we have free reign to move through the goblin camp. Let's just poke our nose. Oops. Damn it. I was going to say let's just poke our nose through here, see if there's anything we want, but I don't think there's anything actually of value back here. Just traps. I'm going to hop over there to get around the back of these guys, but we have free reign to move through the front, so we'll just take our 10 lost HP and our that was terrible rolls. Come on. There you go. Take my 10 lost HP and carry on.
Rib couldn't guard his nose from his fingers.
Now, we may want to start killing all these folks because we're probably going to want to leave after entering. However, thinking about it a little more, if we save the druids, we then save the tieflings, we then have a party, we can't progress some part of that plot until we sleep because you need to sleep at the party in order to get things to progress. So maybe we rescue Halcyon, but we don't ever go back to the Druid's Grove. Also, we don't know if the Druids hate us, so there's that to consider as well. Let's drop a quick save real fast, because that guy is just drifting. They're having a great time. If we move up here, we might see a cutscene. Now, last time this cutscene really did not like playing. It just crashed all the time, but we will try again. First of all, over here, pile of dirt.
Something over there.
What have you got? Alchemist Fire, fine by me. But if we walk up to here... Oh. Nothing's happening. I was expecting a cutscene where Shadowheart's special object does something. But apparently not. What I would like to do, though, is if we have
Is that blood?
a candle or similar. There we go. Put that down there. Light it. Then dip our crossbow
Another trick up my sleeve.
in that.
All right. Time to sculpt.
And sneak attack. Or just regular attack, I guess. This barrel. Right, we're in a battle with these three. That is what we expected. We just want to pick off small groups of them as convenient to us. Well, that's a great start. What I don't want them to do is hit a war horn, now that I think about it. Do they have war drums around here? Alright, we are hexed. That's not great, but we will probably be okay. One down. Can we fly? We cannot fly over to that one. And we'll fly up here to start. And then we'll fly down there in a second.
Never a dull moment.
We are probably not going to be able to sneak attack unless
I'm ready.
Shadowheart goes up and gets personal.
Time to meet your maker.
And now because Shadowheart is within 5 feet of our ally, or of our enemy is within 5 feet of our ally, we do get to sneak attack. Will's back. We cannot attack through all of that stuff, so we'll just dash. Try and put ourselves closer to where we want to be. This guy, finds a shot. That's good for us because it means we can find a shot back.
This is your end.
We'll fly down there. Be 5 foot away from our foe, or we can just kill them straight away. You'll love to see it. The gang regroups, and everybody else in the surrounding area is none the wiser. I'll take my candle back. Get some fire arrows. Good for a pinch if we can't set a candle down. Don't need any of that. How about you?
Good here, I hope.
If you're a devout, you might have some kind of scroll or something. Scroll of Speak with Dead. Not the one we need, but, you know, never mind.
Anything of use?
Chest. Oh, hello. Take all of that, thanks. Glad we didn't accidentally blow all of that up. And the chest. The crate. Nope, just sausage. I don't need your sausage. Right, we could attempt to deal with this situation. Particularly because this is a low health wooden support here that we can attack to bring down this bridge.
The place themselves. Let us off the hook.
But could we take them out quickly enough to justify it is the question. I'd want more of them to be under the bridge, really, in an ideal world. How are we doing for XP? We still need another 2,000. So, if we want to get that level, is it worth doing the small stuff, or should we just wait for the big stuff to get what we need? Let's just march on for a minute.
Shadowheart. How blessed I am to be so near.
I heard you with Lae'zel. Don't think I'll play second fiddle to the likes of her. Go try your charms on someone who's out of earshot.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
There's Volo. Now, there's lots to do here. I would like to poison this booze tub, because that is a very efficient way to kill a bunch of these guys, but it's a risk trying to do it while invisible and whatnot.
With fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblet kind had reduced them to cowering filthenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had let you glide.
I reckon Draw Ragslin's the gobbo in charge, the way this one's carrying on.
Bravo.
Who's that? Friend of yours? You up to something?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad.
Such a big hat.
Troraxlin, I am Troraxlin, Tumptuous Troraxlin.
Good work, sir. Good work.
Wait. Troraxlin, we pray, we...
Come on, pigeon. Back to your cage.
Now, look what you've done.
Sorry, Volo.
Of course.
My rats.
Right.
Idiots.
He's getting removed. We do have
Right, yes.
5 potions of invisibility. We currently are under the effects of Blessing of the Trickster. Oof.
Ready to get a game going.
So they're going back inside.
You clubfoot cowards.
Do we dare attempt to poison the camp?
Keep drinking.
Will it start a fight with everybody if we do? Because we could get everyone away and then just run.
Leave it, or it'll be wrecked for the game.
Or do we just not and we never come back out here again? Because the other thing I would like to do is if we can rescue Volo, do we need to have this place clear to get Volo out? And do we need to go back to camp to have Volo possibly put this fake eye in our head? There's a lot of considerations. Where's the safest place for us to hide? Is another great question. Let's come around here. Let's do the stuff that we don't actually have to consider dangerous first. We come around here, and under this bridge, there's a cave behind a waterfall in traditional standard. We can waltz through here, under there. Little spot for doing some washing. Excuse you, thank you. Right, we don't need all of us to go up, just our resident thief. Right. There is... Oh, don't climb up and down, you fool. There is a trap there. God, it's so foggy up here. We will be avoiding that. We have a key for this? We don't. That's fine. Advantage on all of our dex checks is just incredible. We're never going to fail anything again. +1 great axe, cash, letters. Alright, fine by me. We will hop back over. Waltz on down. Oh, get me away from this mist. It's everywhere. Alright. Now, down here, I would say we are relatively safe. The only other thing I'm considering right now is would I rather bring Gale for his AoE spells if we're going to end up having big fights inside. Because big AoE spells are typically half damage on a save rather than no damage on a miss. Can't see any of these through from up here.
Puke stink.
What? Oh, there's one there. But we cannot see them from here. That's annoying. Fine. We probably shouldn't be picking fights we're not ready for anyway. So 5, 4, 8, We'll have a go at this lock chest because it's not considered stealing.
Bet I can crack that open.
I bet you can. You basically sneeze on it and it'll open. Alright. I need to make some decisions about how we're going to try and go about this. I don't know if I'll be able to make the jump up there, which is annoying. Although we can just come up the other side here. Where's the ladder? There it is.
Statue of Seluna. This room must have been dedicated to her.
Right, over here. We're quite away from the crowds. This one had a bad time. There's a trap here.
Trap.
Wonderful. Get rid of that. And then back here, a chest. Been a while since I've opened this one. Don't know if anything interesting has been added to its contents. Oh, hello. Glowing shield. Loving protection. Once per short rest, if you are below 50% hit points and take damage, you gain 8 temporary hit points. That's cool. We're going to have to give it to Lae'zel or Shadowheart, I guess. Does Shadowheart have a shield? I can't remember. Yeah. Cool. Always nice to find something new.
Onward.
Alright, in the spirit of looking at new stuff, if we can climb up these rocks, up this ledge here, there's a little outcropping over on this side that I've not explored in a long, long time either. So perhaps there'll be something interesting over here these days. There's a hand axe. Skeleton with 120 gold. I'll take it. I keep wondering these days, what is it going to be like when 1.0 comes around? How much stuff will change? What's going to be new and different? Very exciting. God, a real thief's banquet there. These folks, we had a bit of a scuffle with when we attacked them from the top of the cliff up at the top of the screen there. But I imagine they're all either back to bed or wandered off.
Blackout drunk. The lot of them.
Oh yeah. They're all back to sleep. We have to jump down here. That'll be fine. Then elixir of fire resistance, potion of greater healing, lightning resistance, healing, a nice little stash. Then over here we've got 5 drunks and a warg companion that was probably summoned by one of these guys, probably the tracker perhaps. I'm not sure which one is capable of such a feat. Now, if we attack these guys while they're sleeping with a melee attack from within 5 feet, it's an automatic critical, except we can't crit people as Zara anymore. So perhaps we'd rather do it as Lae'zel. But also, there's just the whole 1,000 other people being downstairs malarkey. So we could pick a fight, or we could not. I'm just trying to figure out what is going to be best for us to not be killed into last week, you know? The other option is going to be to send Zara down alone with a potion of invisibility to try and poison the place and then escape. Oh, hello. How did I miss that? Well, nothing I want there. Can you two not make this jump, or are you just being facetious? Not facetious, that's not the word I want. Jump up the ledge. And then jump up top. That'll do. Will, can you please do the same? Excellent. Alright. I'd love to be able to, like, throw random bottles and have that then distract people so you can sneak off across another side or something. It's a little bit like Splinter Cell, but, you know, would be a fun mechanic to have included. Especially because random useless bottles are found all over the place. Okay. You three. Stealthing. Zara. Here's a question. What poison do we put in the cauldron? That is a great question. Also, I recorded this in 2 halves because the game crashed and now we are well up to 40 minutes. So, this will be the very last thing we do, or I can save it for the start of next time because it all might go wrong. So let's do that. For now, thank you ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow or the day after if we play Enhanced Edition for a poison bloodbath. Cheers.
Keep that bird away from the merchandise. Beautiful stuff.